If it's 5-minute news you're looking for, you've come to the right place. This is the Chelsea 5-minute news update and transfer news update, and that's my website, chelseadaft.org. Let's get cracking. So some news items first, then the transfer news to follow. But the Premier League season restart hint as Chelsea tell all foreign players to come back to the UK by Sunday ahead of training. As you can see, there's a counter there. It's been 51 days since the ball was kicked in the Premier League. UEFA have given all the clubs, all the leagues until the 25th of May to come up with an option to finish the season, and we're yet to see what happens. But Toni Rudiger's not happy. So Toni Rudiger says this: give Liverpool the title. If we continue to play and ignore people dying, it would not sit right on my conscience, as he calls for the season to be ended now. So to Jorginho, linked with a moved away again, as he always has been since he arrived. And he's been talking to 442 magazine, as featured here on the Mail. I heard things that were honestly unfair, and says that he did think about quitting last summer. He said this: last year fans were picking on me a lot because I arrived with another manager, and in my opinion I ended up hearing some things that were honestly unfair. I've never challenged the views of the fans or other people who criticised me. Quite the opposite actually. It gave me strength because inside I knew they were wrong. Deep in my mind it was like this: I'm going to prove they're wrong and work quietly like I always have done, because it's never been easy for me. I've gone through moments like this at every club I've played for. This low moment when doubt can come and make you wonder, should I just leave this place? Maybe there isn't room for me here. But I embrace this kind of challenge. I've never backed down. It gives me more strength to work even harder to prove to everyone that I can make it. He's also been talking of Frank Lampard and praised the manager by saying, I thank him for the sincerity he showed towards me in public. He didn't have to do that, and not every manager does. He's a legend inside this club, so people listen to what he says. I think Jorginho has been much better than he was last season, and he just continues to improve as he gets used to Premier League football. So the transfer news updates now. First up, Pedro, wanted by Roma on a free transfer, and it's believed that he's been offered around €3 million to go and sign for the side over in Italy. It looks as though he will be leaving Chelsea, with his involvement hasn't been constant throughout the season, just now and again, and of late it has to be said, but it looks as though Pedro could be on his way to Roma. Another player who's linked with a move out of Chelsea is Michy Batshuayi, and Sport Witness is saying Granovskaya looking for solution. It's reported he's not in Frank Lampard's plans going forward beyond the season, and Chelsea are looking for a solution for the 26-year-old. You have to say he hasn't taken his chance when he was given it this season, and he's played second fiddle first to Tammy Abraham and now to Olivier Giroud. So there's some updates featured on the Daily Express, and Rivaldo, the Brazilian legend's been talking of Willian to Tottenham. So to an update with Victor Moses, the defender who's, well I say defender, is a winger turned defender, who's over at Inter Milan, and it looks as though Chelsea agreed a deal with a 6-month loan deal with them, with an option for them to buy for 10.5 million at the end of this season. It looks as though Inter will not be paying that full fee, and Moses will return to Chelsea. Will he have any sort of impact or influence in Frank Lampard's squad next season, or will he be looking to sell him and reduce the price, which is what Inter Milan want Chelsea to do? So it's a quick update with Philippe Coutinho, and it's reported that Bayern Munich have dropped their price for Coutinho. They're now looking for 87 million and nothing less. 87 million for Coutinho. Also an update, that was a story featured a couple of weeks ago. Max Bird, the exciting 19-year-old midfielder at Derby, who worked with Frank Lampard, is close to signing a deal with Chelsea for a fee of around 4.7 million. Some more on the Dries Mertens story, and it looks as though Frank Lampard has identified Mertens as the replacement for departing Willian. Does that mean he wants to see Mertens play on the right of a 3-man attack or through the middle? But there is more on this, the situation with Mertens. As featured in The Sun, and according to reports, Dries Mertens is wanting to move to London this summer, as Frank Lampard's trying to convince him to sign for Chelsea on a free transfer. He does play as a centre forward, but he's also played as a winger. He's 32, approaching 33. He's still got legs on him, and I wonder, will Chelsea get a deal done for Mertens as a replacement for Willian, if they're not going to go and pay big money for somebody like Jadon Sancho, for example? Is Mertens the ideal replacement for Willian? Willian's 31. Why not give Willian a 2-year deal and don't worry about Mertens? Or is Mertens going to come in as a centre forward? I guess we have to wait and see. That's it from me, the 30th of April. This has been your 5-minute Chelsea news. Let me know what you think about anything discussed in the video in the comments section below. Smash the like button for me, then subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But make sure you hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. Make sure you check out the videos listed here, and I'll see you all tomorrow.